it's over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips on how to survive as a social worker. Right now I currently work in the school system, so I just decided to kind of share my thoughts and the tips that I use on how to survive as a social worker, because it is not an easy job. So before I start this video, I want you guys to subscribe down below, hit that subscribe button because I'm almost at 2K subscribers. And yeah guys, give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful towards you. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. The first tip on how to survive as a social worker is to always have your coffee, okay? Just kidding, but coffee is definitely important, guys, because, you know, you're gonna be tired. Just having to wake up early in the morning every day and deal with other people's issues is like a lot, so you're definitely gonna need your coffee for sure. If you're not a coffee drinker, I guess make sure you get a lot of sleep at night because it is a very demanding job, okay? The next tip is to expect there to be a struggle. You have to expect a struggle in social work because you're working with other people, you're working with other people's emotions, and social work in general is a very demanding occupation. So you should expect there to be some type of struggle. And when I say struggle, I mean like you're never gonna have a normal, regular day as a social worker. There's always gonna be something because people's emotions change every 2 seconds, every day. So one day you might have a chill day, one day you might have a crazy day. So just always expect the unexpected and all. The next thing is to be assertive. You want to be assertive when you're talking. So we have aggressive communication, we have assertive communication, and we have passive communication, right? So you don't want to be passive where people are running over you and you have no boundaries and they're like, you know, take this client, take 100 students at a time, you know, or 100 clients at a time, you know. You don't want to be a passive social worker. You want to be assertive, meaning that you stand up for yourself. You know, you're not rude or disrespectful, but you do stand up for yourself and let others know that, you know, you can't handle certain things or you don't want to be burnt out with a whole bunch of clients and you're not good yourself, right? So you want to be assertive as a social worker and always stand up for yourself no matter what. Another tip I would say is to not expect 100% success rate in this career, because as much as you came into this career to help people and you want to help people so badly, sometimes people aren't gonna, some people just aren't gonna get it. You could pull out all the activities in your book, you could work as hard as you can to help this client, but if the client doesn't want to help themselves, then that's not really your issue, and you shouldn't take that in or make that have you feeling like, you know, you're not a good social worker, because you are a good social worker. It's just the client isn't really taking in the information that you're giving them and applying it to their real life. So I would say just don't expect things to be 100% successful, because it's not going to be, all right? If you're working with kids, you know, kids, you might teach them something and it's like you feel like they're not getting it. But when they get older, they might remember when you spoke to them as a social worker, and they might use those same tactics that you taught them when they're an adult and when they're older. So don't look at everything as like, okay, I didn't succeed, I wasn't able to help this client, because, you know, in the long run, social work is not perfect. We're here to help people, we're here to give them strategies on how to live a better, successful life, but, you know, if they don't implement it in their everyday lives, then it's not our fault. You should not, you know, make it personal at all with social work. So you want to just keep that boundary and just not take it as serious, okay? Next tip I would have is to look after yourself. Like, do self-care. Like, get your hair done, get your nails done. Like, make sure that you're good, because it could be very draining dealing with other people's issues all the time. So you want to make sure you schedule that facial, schedule that massage, schedule that hair appointment. Make sure that you're good, okay? Because self-care is very, very important with this job, okay? So you want to make sure that you're keeping up with your vitamins, all those things like that. Like go to the gym. Oh my gosh, going to the gym is the most essential thing that has helped me in this field of social work. Like going to the gym just releases out all my stress, and it just makes the job 10 times more easier. Like I would be so stressed out if I wasn't going to the gym. So definitely go to the gym, guys. Even if you feel like you don't have enough time, like listen, you have enough time. You could do it. It's worth it for how you're gonna feel afterwards. But yeah, definitely go to the gym, take care of your health, take care of yourself, and do not stress about that job, girl. Do not stress too much about it, because no, we have to take care of ourselves first as social workers. That's the most important. Next tip I would have is to make use of any supports that are around you, such as other social workers that work with you, resources on the internet. Use any type of support that's going to help you and make your life easier. You don't want to work harder, you want to work smarter, okay? We're not working harder with social work, we're working smarter. So make sure you have your different websites that help you with, documentation. Especially with documentation, you could write like kind of like a generic kind of note. Like if you have notes for your job, you can make a generic note and just kind of copy and paste and edit as you go, because you have to make notes for multiple clients. So you want to have like some type of generic note where you can make things easier for yourself and just kind of like edit it. My next tip is to keep learning. Continue learning about this field of social work, because there's always something new to learn. You can also do continuing education and get credits for it if you're working on your clinical license or anything like that. You can do that as well, or you could just do it just to learn more. But there's something called CEUs, which is like continuing education credits, and you kind of learn different topics in social work, and it's like you're continuously learning, and you're kind of like in school still, but you're not really in school. It's just for like a couple hours just to learn about a certain topic. So you want to definitely do that with this field, because things are constantly changing. Social work is about people and social awareness and things like that. So we always have to be constantly learning. Not lose sight of your values. So whatever values you have, we're gonna work with people, with different types of people, and we always have to respect other people's opinions and their values, but you don't ever want to lose sight of your own personal values, right? So you want to set boundaries if needed, and just don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself in this field. Still be the person that you are, still have the personality that you are, because a lot of therapists, a lot of clients like therapists based on their personality and who they are, believe it or not. If they don't like your personality, they'll probably go on to the next therapist. So you want to always keep who you are, keep your values present and prevalent, because at the end of the day, clients are going to love you for that, love you for your personality and who you are as a person. That's really it for my tips. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And if you guys have any more tips that you guys use in your everyday life as a social worker, definitely leave it down below in the comment section. But I just wanted to hop on here real quick and just give you guys a few tips on how to just survive as a social worker and not get burnt out, because this is a field where you can really get stressed and very, very much burnt out, because you're dealing with other people's emotions, and sometimes you need to talk about your emotions too, and that's another thing too. Every social worker should definitely have a therapist of their own, someone to talk to. I did therapy for probably almost a year, or actually a year, yeah. I've done therapy, and it was very, very helpful to me on how to process things, how to turn my negative thoughts into positive feelings, and just overall stuff from my past. I was able to work through it. So I believe that social workers definitely need their own therapist. So if you can, definitely get a therapist for yourself. I definitely need to get back into that as well, but that definitely helps. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do makeup videos, vlogs, fashion, talks on social work, all that, which is super fun. So definitely subscribe down below. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
closer. It's been a hell